Howdy folks, thanks for coming here and checking out this Fallout 76 video. With Brahmin Caravans finally here with yesterday's hotfix, this means that we can now finally get our hands on the brand new energy weapon introduced with the Milepost 0 update. That's right, we can now finally get the V63 Laser Carbine. Now, if you've been regularly watching the channel, you'll know that at this stage we've covered everything to do with the Brahmin Caravans and also went into quite a lot of detail about the V63 Laser Carbine in our previous videos. However, if you missed those, you can check out my review of the V63 Laser Carbine and how it performs by clicking on the link on the top right hand corner of the screen. However, in today's video, I wanted to share with you all a quick and easy guide on how to obtain the weapon for yourself, and also some of the best mods and effects to use with it. So, if this is your first time getting the weapon, let's give you all a little bit of a refresher. To be honest, it's actually very straightforward. All you need to do is complete enough Brahmin Caravans until you unlock the ammo merchant Theo. Theo will cost you exactly 150 supplies. However, once you unlock him, you'll only need to rank him up to tier 1 in order to unlock the quest, which will allow you to go and obtain the schematics for the V63 Laser Carbine. In order to rank Theo up to tier 1, you'll need to gather 250 supplies from your Brahmin Caravans. So to unlock Theo and rank him up, you'll need to gather 400 supplies in total, and to be specific, you won't have the option to upgrade him until you've gathered 250 supplies after you've unlocked him. Once you've managed to upgrade him to tier 1, simply head on over to Theo and speak with him and select the dialogue option that you want to speak more about his dealings with Vault-Tec. Once he's told you a little bit about what he got up to and the weapons that he was working on, you'll be given the questline Unconventional Weaponry, which will then prompt you to head over to the Vault 63 Organic sector, which can be found by heading to the Shinnin Creek Cavern. Once you head to the cavern, simply make your way through the vault until you discover the safe behind the security gate. It won't be that hard to find because simply you'll have a waypoint directing you there, so yeah, you won't be able to miss it. However, upon looting the safe, you'll find the V63 schematics, which upon looting it from the safe will then prompt you to craft the V63 Laser Carbine. Heading over to the nearest weapon workbench, and also for your convenience, there'll be one located in the atrium behind where you actually found the safe. You'll be able to craft the weapon for whichever level your character currently is, and obviously you'll need the required junk items to craft it. Once you've crafted the Laser Carbine, you'll then need to head back to Theo at Milepost 0, and once you've told him that you've found the Laser Carbine, you'll then have the option to purchase all of the mods from his inventory. To be honest, the plans for the mods aren't really that expensive, and thankfully you'll just need to spend caps to obtain them. However, once you've acquired whichever mods that you want, you can then head back to a weapons workbench and apply whichever legendary effects and mods that you want. Personally, and I already covered this in my previous review of the weapon, but I really feel that the best legendary effect that you can aim for when it comes to this weapon in particular is the quad effect. The reason I say this, and after quite a lot of testing between different effects over on the PTS and also in the live game, I feel that the quad effect is definitely the best, as the unique trait of this weapon is that the more shots that you fire, the damage will increase over time. So naturally, and depending on your build, you might think to yourself that if you're a low health build, the optimum effect that you want to go for is bloodied. Well, not necessarily. Yes, it will still be very powerful, but to get the most bang for your buck, you'll definitely want to aim for quad. Moving on from that, the mods you'll also want to aim for is both the overclock capacitor and also the forceful stock. The overclock capacitor will basically provide you with the highest DPS overall, and also provide you with +1 to your overclock rate, which at first glance might look as a negative, but you need to look at this as the negative attributes are basically positives, because the faster that the weapon is overheating, the higher the damage that you'll be dealing. When it comes to the forceful stock, this will basically increase both your VATS accuracy and also reduce your AP cost, but bear in mind that when it comes to most energy weapons, these weapons tend to be very AP heavy, so you want to try and reduce your AP cost as much as you can, which is why the forceful stock is definitely the way to go. Moving on from that, and when it comes to your build, this will really come down to a few key factors. Firstly, it's an automatic energy weapon, so you'll want to be utilizing max rank of all of the commando perk cards, basically for that 60% increased damage, and also max rank of Time Killer, so you ignore 36% of your target's armor. And look, you can also stick in 1 rank of concentrated fire, so you can target limbs while in VATS. Next, the science perks will work with this weapon, so if you can, you'll definitely want to try and max those out for that 30% increased damage to energy weapons. Other than that, the rest of the build will mainly come down to two things. Firstly, AP cost reduction and increases to AP, which is why I recommend sticking in Thirst Quencher for that boost to AP, max rank of Action Boy, and then also, depending on the legendary effects that you manage to acquire and apply to the weapon, if you're going for a VATS crit sort of build, then you want to be looking at perks like Grim Reaper Sprint, 4-Leaf Clover, Breader Criticals, or even Psychopath, but as I said, your playstyle and legendary effects will really determine what perks that you choose. But until I've rolled a decent quad variant of this weapon, I'll make sure to update you all with a proper in-depth build video. But again, I encourage you to check out my original V63 Laser Carbine review by clicking on the link on the top right hand corner of the screen, and I'll also leave a link in the description. On a side note, and just to quickly mention, you can actually trade this weapon with other players. So if you want to, you can craft a standard variant of the weapon and actually gift it to other players. But obviously, once you have a few legendary effects on it, it won't be tradable, but it's good to know that you can actually trade it with a few of your friends. However, that's everything for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on what you think about the V63 Laser Carbine, and also if you've managed to pick it up for yourself. And as always, if you did find today's video informative, consider giving the video a like, and consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos. To our channel members and subscribers, thank you for your continued support and helping the channel to grow. If you're picking up anything over on the Bethesda Gear Store and you'd like to support the channel, you can use my creator code BTPlasma76 until September 23rd to receive 20% off your entire purchase. Until next time, stay safe out there in the wasteland, welcome to Vault 93, and I'll catch you all in the next video.